Hi, I'm Tara, author of the cookbook 7 Spoons. Welcome to Oven Atelier. In this series, we will explore some iconic French desserts and highlight those tips and tricks along the way that will ensure success in your own kitchen. Today, we're tackling an impressive chocolate souffle. The thought of making a souffle can be intimidating, but once you understand the method, it opens you up for all variations, both sweet and savory. There are 2 components: the souffle base, which is the flavorings and the egg yolks, and then the whipped whites. Combine the 2 and you're ready to bake. To start your souffle, prepare the dish. Take some unsalted butter that's softened and give a nice coating throughout your pan. Then as a coating, we're using some sugar. It's this texture that gives the souffle something to hold on to as it rises. Put the dish onto a baking sheet, and now we can get on to the process. The souffle will come together quite quickly, so just pay attention to the steps, take your time, but move confidently. First off, we have a bowl with chocolate that's been melted over a double boiler with water and vanilla. We're setting that aside to cool while we get onto the eggs. If we added the egg yolks when this was still hot, they might scramble. So just pop it off to the side for a couple of minutes. Right now, we're going to separate the eggs. Retrieve your yolks and add the egg whites to the mixer. A touch of cream of tartar, machine locked, and we beat our whites. Once the whites are foamy and are starting to get some lift, we're going to add some more sugar directly to the whites. We're then going to whip them until stiff, glossy peaks form, which might take about 5 minutes. This is what we're looking for: a mountain of billowing, bright meringue. While the eggs are beating, it's a good time to clear your workstation and then combine the yolks into our chocolate base. And now we fold in our whites. So we'll fold this in additions, first by lightening up the chocolate batter. Take about somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 and stir that in quite briskly. With the whites, you want them to have a good amount of air, but not to the point that they're dry and overbeaten. By rotating the bowl as you go means that you're not putting the blade of your spatula through the same spot. By being somewhat efficient, we'll actually keep most of the air into the souffle. And that's what we want. That's what's going to give us our final height. There's nothing else that's adding to the rise, so it's all about the whites here. Once that's fairly combined, you can do another 1/3. They're foamy, they're firm, and we fold again. We want to do this in the least amount of strokes possible, so make sure that each one counts. I think we're ready for the last. Get all of those whites out of the bowl and into our base. Last fold. Make sure you're getting all the edges. Don't want to leave any chocolate behind. And once this is smooth, it goes directly into the dish and into the hot oven. Make sure that when you're baking the souffle, don't open the door for the first 25 minutes. Souffles are a bit temperamental. Anything from a rush of cold air or even someone walking too heavily outside can cause it to fall in those first 25 minutes. So treat it gently and you'll be fine. One last turn and into the bowl. It's luscious and ribbons. Give it a little smooth at the top and straight into the oven. The pleasure of a souffle is an ephemeral thing, so enjoy it as soon as you can out of the oven. Serve it plain, with a dusting of icing sugar, or with raspberries. Now usually I'd serve this to my guests in large spoonfuls on their own plates, but since it's just me today, I'm going for it. Break through the crust, luscious, moussey interior. Perfect. Light, airy, and yet so truly decadent. Be sure to head over to bemakeful.com for more recipes like this one, and follow along at @bemakeful. If you make this recipe or any of the others, please use the hashtag Oven Atelier so we can see what you're up to.